It's cold in Texas.
And so, come on, let's go check them out.
What's going on, guys?
Welcome back to Boat Art Kiko Goats.
And we are out here in the elements, and like I told you in the last video, we were preparing for it, and as you can see, the storm has hit. We've gotten about how many inches of?
Like 2.5 to 3.
2.5 to 3 inches of ice with a little bit of snow on top. We lost our power last night, so we've been without power for almost 24 hours. Well, you can see it's cold, the hay's iced over, but what we did was we opened this bell feeder up to allow these goats to get in here to access this hay. So today the temps are in the 20s and gonna drop as the sun goes down. There's not no sun shining. It's freezing cold, and we've had about 2.5, like Audra said earlier, accumulation of some ice and sleet, and it snowed for a little while, but we're just out here making sure that the baby goats have got a good dry place to get into. We opened up these feeders for these does to eat. They can get in the awning. I'm gonna go in there and show you guys how. That's dry underneath there, but we're just trying to do the best we can for them and make sure that these goats have water. We've been breaking water and making sure they got something to eat. We fed them a little bit and they have access to that hay. That's why we pulled that apart, to let them get in there and access it. That's not frozen. So I got Joe out here. He's helping taking care while I'm out doing other things, and I'll get Joe's opinion on what's going on about with the weather.
It's cold in Texas.
It's frigid. It's ice cold.
Yeah, it's ice cold. That's what the problem is the freezing ice. We got a pretty good rain right before it got real cold, and then after dark it went to freezing, and out in the country it's lights out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, how do you feel the goats are doing in the elements?
Oh, they're doing great. I mean, if you got to keep them some water, and you got to keep them some good hay that they can burn. They can eat that and generate heat.
Some warmth.
It's like feeding a stove. You got to feed them something.
Yeah.
With some protein in it. Of course, I fed them this morning a good grain mix, and I may start doing. Until this is over, I'm probably going to do it twice today.
Yeah.
Because we got a 70 odd, somewhere between 75 and 80 babies right now.
Yeah. So Joe's going to continue he's going to up the feed. That helps keep them warm. And this should last. They're saying it'll be out here by Friday, so about 3 days of it. I think the precipitation, there's a little bit of snow falling right now, but I think the precipitation is done. It's just a hard freeze right now, and once the sun comes out, it'll be able to dry up.
So Josh and Joe did a really good job of pinning these does up that they were thinking that could possibly kid through the night, and sure enough, they did. One of them had babies at like 11 o'clock this morning. Still, it was sleeting, a mixture of snow was coming in, so come on, let's go check them out.
Yeah, like Audra said, you know, we thought that they might, so we went ahead and pinned this doe. We got a couple more pinned, and let's go in here and check them out. She had twin bucks, and they're very colorful just like her. So I'm glad that we put her up, because we didn't want her having these babies in the freezing rain out in the cold. So with us losing the power, we don't have these heat lamps anymore, but being able to pin these does, it's nice, no wind draft through here. It's still cold, but we've got some hay, and she's got these kids up, going, cleaned up, doing good. They're not very old. Not very old at all.
That one's tri-colored.
Yeah, tri-color, little New Zealand buckling, and then a black and white New Zealand, kind of like her. But she's got them cleaned up, and she's taking care of them. And it's nice and dry in here. It is, it's cold out here, but you know, these goats they're doing okay. They're making it, with us having plenty of shelters for them to access, get into, and having a dry spot, and just trying to get through these next few days. The positive thing about it is we haven't lost a kid, and that's a good thing. You know, in temps like this, it's very easy for a kid to lay out there and lose one. And so far, we've just been doing checks. Joe comes out, checks quite often, I check, and we're not losing any, so hopefully this will pass soon, and we can get on to some greener pastures. You know, people always worry about these livestock guard dogs. And you see these two out here, they're running, they're playing. They have a shelter to get into. They lay up there with the goats. They stay warm too, so they're doing just fine. They got feed, they got water, and they're out here playing in the snow right now, running. Look at them. With the temperatures and everything like it is, predator threat is at a high right now, with babies being born. So these dogs are on high alert doing their job, and we're thankful that we have some good working dogs that help protect our goats. All right, so we're out here just taking care of these goats, making sure everything's doing good. You know, Joe's doing the best he can. We're doing the best we can for them. They've got dry place. They don't have the heat lamps, but they are in a good spot. So we're gonna close this video out.
Make sure you guys like and subscribe to our channel.
And we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.